It's time for some makeup therapy. Full audacity, full vim. Can we split the bill £60? Let's just sit in that for a bit.
Oh, yeah, funky, man.
Yeah, I genuinely did not know it was a date. Hey guys, you get your makeup and let's do a bit of makeup therapy, babes. I know you guys want a little bit more of the tea around my date from the last video. We'll get into the nitty-gritty and also maybe expose some of my dating history. All right, let's get started. So I am gonna moisturize again. My face is feeling really dry, but let's get into the date. So me and the guy, we met 3 years ago at a London drinks event. So like everyone was just so lovely, and then we were kind of like going around and kind of like talking to different people, and he was in one of the groups. He was really lovely. I think we were kind of like in that like we were in the energy where we were like mocking each other, but it was like really funny, like flirtatious, rude mocking, which I actually really enjoyed. I had such a good time, and then I left, of course. I think I left to grab ice cream with some of the girls that were there, and we followed each other on Instagram. So we were just messaging back and forth. I got really annoyed because he sent a message like ice cream cone. He just sent an emoji of an ice cream cone question mark. I was just like, can you just be more direct? If you want to ask me out, ask me out. And I said, just be more direct. And then after that, the conversation kind of died down. And then he got me in 2025, guys. He got me in 2024, I mean. He responded to one of my stories and he basically said something like, I should start my makeup, by the way. He responded to one of my stories and was like, so why haven't you gone to drinks? Have you gone to drinks recently? Like to the drinks night? And I was just like, no, I haven't. I don't really go to environments like that anymore. I prefer to be in like yoga or like reading clubs and stuff like that rather than drinks anymore. Like I feel like I fell into a trap as like a young professional, like a person that was looking for more connections in London. Fell into the trap of going to all these like drinking connection nights. That's not really my thing, and I realized I don't really need to go in those environments. I'm just getting my Charlotte Tilbury, I think this is a finishing powder. I bought this years ago, but it's so good. It's in tan, and I put that under my eyes. My eyelids are so oily that anything I put on my eyeshadow on my eyelids creases. This primer, which is the Pro Filter primer, is apparently supposed to fix the problem. So we'll try it today. I'm trying a new foundation, which is the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint. It looks really good on my skin. This is the product. Well, that is looking a little dark. Let's see, on the darker side. Yeah, that's perfect. I have like loads of different patches of color on my darkest side, my darkest bit of my face. It matches very well. That's looking good, guys. That's looking really good. And he was like, oh, can I come to something? And I was like, yeah, I'm actually going to something. I booked a kinetic yoga class and he came through. I did not know. He basically messaged saying, it's a date. And I was just like, okay, you have never asked me out before. You've just been in my DMs for a while. So I assumed it was like a friendship one. Friendship date. But yeah, I genuinely did not know it was a date. I did not know it was a date. So then we went yoga. It was really fun. We went on a coffee date, and it was good vibes, smiles all around. In the day, I was kind of like, you know, because I didn't know it was a date, I was kind of like to him, you know, when I first met you, I actually really wanted to go on a date. And he was like, why didn't you ask me out? Which is true. In hindsight, I should have basically asked him out, but I didn't want that. And I don't want to be in that energy when I'm dating someone. I don't want to ask out a guy and be like, do you want to go on a date? And then I'm very much in my masculine energy. No, thank you. Then our second date, he said, do you want to go out on a date again? And I was like, yeah. He said, are you free on Saturday? I said, yeah, which was really nice. But he didn't organize anything. Like, there was no proactivity. I said in the video that he never organized anything. Like, I had to basically ask him and be like, hey, where did you want to go? And he was just kind of thinking like, and then he said, I think that was the night before. He's like, he was basically like, yeah, maybe we'll go brunch or something. The night before, on the second day, he basically said the night before, okay, I'm gonna pick somewhere. We need to find somewhere that's like halfway between us two. I'm not looking for equality here in regards to like distances. I want to find the right spot. Myself, when I'm dating someone, if I was the guy in that situation, I wouldn't have said, okay, I'm gonna find somewhere that's directly in the middle, 50-50. So it's like, it should basically be, okay, what's the right spot? What's convenient? I was just like, whatever, that's how you like. I kept thinking in my head, he's a good guy. Not even, I'm a foodie, yeah? He picked some like English breakfast spot that looks like a dive. The reviews are really bad. He didn't even look at the reviews basically. He just looked at somewhere that was affordable, which is absolutely fine. But you're going out with someone and you want to impress them, you know? So I was just like, hey, sorry, reviews not so good. Here's an alternative that's like 10 minutes away from that place. Found a really lovely brunch spot. And on the brunch spot, like the brunch spot was really nice. Whilst we were on the date, he kept saying stuff like, you like really hipster places, like this is really ghetto, I'm really ghetto, all I like is chicken wings and takeaway and like all this stuff. And I'm just like, I realized there and then that I don't think we were that much of a match. On the first date, I feel like he had a lot of things to say. Second date, there was no proactivity in regards to asking questions. I had to ask him questions, I had to lead the conversation. There was a lot of pauses where he was very comfortable with being silent, which is fine. I don't know you yet, do you know what I mean? We need to have a little bit of conversation. I am now using the Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer. But at that moment, I was just like, Samaya, you don't need to take control of the conversation. It's not your job. You're not a moderator, mate. He just still wasn't saying anything. There were so many moments where he was just comfortable being quiet. And most of the times, if I wasn't speaking and I didn't ask him questions, he wouldn't say anything. It was so like a lack of proactivity in regards to just being able to lead a conversation and also just organizing dates. It really gave me the ick. And then the worst thing was that basically we started getting more comfortable into it, and he was kind of like, yeah, I have bowling or something to do afterwards with my family. And he goes up to the counter, guys. He goes up to the counter and he's talking, he's chatting to the receptionist, I was like, chill. And he came back and he was kind of like, yeah, the bill's like £60. Keep in mind that we had 2 plates of food, 2 sides and 2 drinks. Like for London brunch, I would be fine paying that. Like I would be fine paying that. Keep in mind that he basically said, yeah, £60. He literally walked back from the reception. No, not reception, from the counter, came back with full audacity, full vim. I said, can we split the bill £60? Let's just sit in that for a bit. Not to shame him, but more that he had the audacity. Me, myself, even if I did not have the money, I would pay it. Me, myself, even if I didn't have the money, I would feel shame. Not to shame him, but me, myself, I couldn't do that. Especially a girl you're courting, man. Hey. I bet you if I saw my face, I would have probably been like, I know that I paused for a bit. I was just kind of like, did I hear what you just said there? Did I hear what you just said there? I knew my face was kind of like this. And I changed my face. I fixed it. Just to be a bit more demure. And I basically took control and I was like, all right. I asked the woman, can we split? Do you take Amex? And I paid. After that point, I was not feeling anything like, I don't know. I feel like so much intimacy is lost when you split bills. And this is why I have not wanted to date in London or anywhere. I remember when I first started dating around 19ish, I would never touch a bill. People I was dating would take care of me so well. I'm now 23, 24, not that far from 19. Every single guy, older, etc., have always initiated splitting. Let me know if you agree, but it takes away so much intimacy from a situation. It feels like I'm just hanging out with a friend, you know? And it's just like do you not feel do you not feel anything? Like, are we friends in this moment? I myself can afford to do this and that, and I want my partner to also be able to do these things for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I need to stick to that in 2025 or in the future. I'm not planning to date anyone unless it works for me. And I should have left, and I should have not gone on a third date, but I did. I just wanted to see. Overall, it just wasn't for me, and I need to recognize when it isn't for me and step away from it. All my previous dates where it hasn't gone too well, or people have asked me to split, all these things, I've not had a second date. So I applaud myself for that. For this one, I really wanted to see what would happen on the third date, and so that's why I continued on. But in the future, your girl, you won't be seeing me. I think I need to add a bit more lightness. Let's add a little bit more of the Too Faced. I've concealed my face and I feel like I look a lot brighter, look more awake. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, but I have, alhamdulillah, I have very good eyebrows. So all I need to do is use this NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel and just shape them. I think because in my culture, paying is a way of taking care of someone. To other people, it may feel like very finicky. It may feel like you're very like money focused. I'm not. It's a way of showing that you respect someone's time. You're investing in this person and the experiences you're having with each other. This is for future Simi. You're not splitting. You're gonna meet the one that's right for you. And we're gonna get there. Okay, Habibti? We got this. And if you're kind of in the same struggles, you got this too, man. All we need to do is honestly work on our inner confidence, self-worth, and just practice saying, no, I'm not feeling comfortable with that, or just paying and not seeing the person ever again. I have got a new contour. It's e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. I have never actually contoured my face, guys. I have never, and I feel like that has been the reason why my face has been really flat when I put makeup on. Alright, so I've got this brush. I'm gonna put just a little bit. That's a lot, actually. I'm gonna take a bit off. Oh, okay. I don't actually know how do you blend contour? Do you blend it in the same? I think you blend up. Yeah, you blend up. Oh, that's nice. That's the perfect color. Oh, that's nice. It's giving supermodel. It's giving snatched. It's giving. I think that looks really nice, and I don't look very flat. I'm into that. I'm just gonna use a bit of Hoola bronzer. So that's kind of been the whole dating situation. Oh, I didn't even run through what happened on the date, like on the second date, on the third date. So we went to get coffee. He basically didn't organize where we were going, where we were meeting. I asked him, so where are we gonna meet? He said, yeah, let's just meet in Leicester Square. And then when I got there, he was like, yeah, I'm in front of McDonald's. He never picked a coffee spot or anything. We were just walking for like 30 minutes around central London. Nothing was organised. He was just kind of like, yeah, we're just going to go here. Man, you need to fix up on your dating skills. Me, if I was to organise something, I'd be like, okay, we're going to go this place at this time. This is where we're going. Khalas, done. Long day of work. He went to uni. I was at work. No one wants to be walking in the cold for like 40 minutes. We then get to the coffee shop, very awkward, very weird conversation. Then he was just kind of like, I was just like, should we go? The vibe was very much like, we should just go, we can go. And we walked out and he was like, yeah, what train station are you going at? Ending the date short. I think we both just weren't feeling it. Then we're walking towards Piccadilly line, saw like a Bollywood thing. We sit down, listening to the songs, and we just turned to each other and he was kind of like, he asked me, so how are you feeling? I was like, yeah, I'm not sure. That was kind of my vibe. And then he said to me, yeah, I don't think the connection is there. And I was like, I 100% agree. Thank you for saying it. I would have, honestly, I don't know if it's childish or not, I would have probably sent a message and been like, sorry, this is not really working out. I'm not really feeling this. But I would have just been like, this is not for me. Like, I hope you find the right person for you. And we just basically ended it at that point. And we just basically did a debrief. It was so funny. It was a massive debrief and it was hilarious. We're just giggling over everything and just being like, yeah, this just is not really working out. But yeah, that's kind of it. It was really funny. Like, we did a full debrief. And I think, yeah, if I was president, I would make sure that in the law that there is a legal precedent. I watched Suits once. That there is a legal precedent that every time you date someone, there is a review. Like, you have to go through a review process and you have to leave references. I think we need to do that for everything, because I feel like it would have saved me a lot of time. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to bring... Dating is not going to be on my resolutions for this year. I think for next year, I think I'm going to definitely be focusing on my career, where I want it to go, working on making my everyday life feel really good, and also cultivating friendships. I've mixed 2 shades. I've used this Powder Puff Lippy from NYX and this Sweet Cheeks from NYX too. This is an orange blush and this is a purple lip thing that I mixed together to make the perfect blush. I think also another hack is literally never putting your blush on like liquid products directly onto your face, making sure to warm it up on the back of your hand. Also allows you to control the amount that you put on. That is very, very cute. Then I'm just going to wipe up a bit of that and I'm going to go in to that purpley shade. I'm excited for this one. Oh, did you see that? Stop. That is so pretty. Wow. You know how I said earlier that I really struggle with putting eyeshadow on because my eyelids are really oily? We're gonna test this hack out. So basically, I'm gonna get a bit of this and I'm gonna go all over my eyelid. Okay, it's giving sticky. It has kind of like a PVA smell. I'm gonna do a bit of pink, I think. Pink on the lid, like a light wash of pink, and then some brown on the outside. And I like this, so I'm just gonna clean up the eyeshadow with a bit of concealer. Okay, that looks really good. Guys, I have not done my eyelashes. I've not done my eyeshadow in so long. Like, so long. And this is it. All I needed to do was powder, Fenty Pro primer. My eyelids are not oily in the slightest. I wanted to also say, in regards to dating, I feel like a lot of us, like, if you're not really used to dating, or you're not really a dater, I think social media, like, if you're watching a lot of people's experiences about dating, with being in relationships, they really like fantasize relationships, and so it makes you feel like it's this thing that you should aspire to, and if there's an opportunity for you to get it, you should jump on it, when realistically you should actually assess your choices. And I think I need to do more of the assessing and the background checks and the checking of the person, being like, okay, is this person actually what I want? Being a nice person is not enough. Being attracted is not enough. So my eyeliner is bed on this side, but please don't watch that. I'm not going to fix it because I'm not going anywhere after this. It doesn't really matter. I found this lip liner and it's a gel eyeliner from NK Makeup. So you can literally get that from Beauty Base or any store. It's the perfect shade. It is brown, ELGE03 brown, and it's the perfect shade for my lips. Look, do you see that? It's the perfect liner. It's not too light, it's not too dark. It's perfect. Stole this from my sister. Let's see what that looks like. You know what's so weird? How small the Milk makeup things are. These are like 30 quid. I'm gonna use a bit of this. I think this looks so cute. Oh, this is why I love this gloss. It's just so nice. For me, I feel like it's like the Fenty gloss, but affordable. Look, guys, my eyelids are not oily anymore. Thank the Lord. I now have a way to be able to wear eyeshadow. I'm so gassed. I'm so gassed.